I just finally got confirmation that food stamps is officially cut for next month.
About 2 months ago, I stopped eating dinner almost every night of the week so that my boyfriend and I could have enough food left over to have lunch the next day. This was before we were about to lose our food stamps. Mind you, we both work.
I don't think that we really realize the depths that this is, the damage that this is going to do, but the women, the mothers, and the families, but the mothers especially, who are going to go without meals. So
The real issue here, whether the policies of each side, Republicans and Democrats, Republicans trying to save us from the massive amount of debt that we're in, and also the Democrats trying to provide. I mean, we might get that immediate thing, but then 8 years from now, we're not gonna have a country. Okay, I know it sucks right now, but the really underlying issue is the monetary system is broken. Okay, we print money out of thin air, and it creates inflation. In the sense, is taking the purchasing power of all the working people who don't buy assets first, and that's why they are suffering as the rich grow and thrive off the inflation, which is off the working backs, which is why they've learned and to buy assets first, get paid in stocks, and then borrow from it. They need to do the same, and they don't do that, and they aren't educated to do that. Even if they were educated to do that, they don't believe it, and they aren't taught to do that.
their children don't have to. I know that I will absolutely be one of those mothers.
But because we have children and because aftercare and before care is too expensive, I've taken a job that's basically minimum wage so that I can be there to pick up my kids. I cannot fathom what we're gonna do without that food stamp money, because if I already couldn't eat dinner with that food stamp money,
If I was to do next month without food stamps, I work full time, have 6 kids and rely on them. I'm scared, sad, and have to act like
I'm so tired of seeing people say, like, oh, well, maybe if you had a job, you could get your groceries, or, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't have to depend on stamps. I work full time. Thank you. And I do rely on stamps because guess what? It's not enough money in this economy for me to be able to pay bills. And
That's right. It is not enough money because no matter what you make, you cannot outwork inflation. Just remember that you cannot outwork inflation. So whatever you make, you need to use that as seed money to buy assets that grow with inflation. Just remember that. Now, how you do that, I will share with you in a later video.
get stuff that we need and provide for my 2 kids. So yes, I depend on stamps. And I have a full-time job. So please know that people out here depend on stamps. It's not because we out here just mooching off the government. It's because we literally need that to provide for our family.
And even if you have stamps, it's just a temporary band-aid. You still don't have assets. Those stamps will have to, in a sense, increase in order to keep up with inflation. They're going to have to print more and give more to kind of perpetuate this cycle. As food prices increase, you're going to need more food stamps. And it just further puts our country into debt further and further.
I work hard every single day. I get up every single day and clean houses, and I still rely on food stamps to feed my 6 children because the prices are so high. It's unrealistic to think about not having food stamps. Next month, I'm so terrified because 6 babies are always eating. Plus myself, I eat about 1 meal a day, but still.
And I think, I mean, it's fine that she's working hard, and even though we have 6 kids, it's fine. There are plenty of resources provided. Depending on how you live, it's gonna be tougher in the cities, but if you're in the country where you can hunt, you can fish, you can grow your food, you can provide a lot easier and not have to chase and get beat down by inflation as you're working hard and things are getting more and more expensive. And I know that we're playing in a rigged system. No matter how hard I work, no matter how hard I try, and I felt like a failure too when I first had a child, just 1 kid, and I'm like, dude, why can't I keep up? I'm an engineer. Why can't I figure this out? Why can't I figure out this money? Until I realized that the money system is rigged against you. and it's just rigged against everybody, really. So you need to understand how it works, and then you realize that this money that you're chasing, that you're working for, it's all fake. And then you realize, what am I doing? And why am I so stressed? And then you realize, hey, it makes sense to just buy assets first because it's a rigged system. The monetary system doesn't make sense. And why are you putting hard, honest work on a unhonest money system? And I feel that way. I know you feel scared that one day you're gonna be homeless and you don't know what to do and you're stressed out because you have so much weight on your shoulders to
So I
provide.
just kind
So, anyways, I've created a community called the Crypto Infinite Banking System that teaches you how to create your own bank, where you buy assets first. For every single dollar that comes in, you borrow from that assets to pay your bills. As the inflation rises, your asset increases with it, and you have more to borrow against it. And there's a concept: why would I borrow for my own money? Well, it makes sense because you allow that asset to compound without interrupting it. So you borrow from it and the asset pays for the loan itself. It doesn't enslave you. The debt collateral, I mean, the collateral of the asset is on the hook for that debt. So, in a sense, if that collateral pays itself, it frees you. And that's how people are doing it. That's how I'm doing it. Every dollar goes into buying assets first. I borrow what I need. That asset increases with inflation. I have more to keep up with inflation and the more to use with it. And that's how it works. Check out the link in the description below. It's on School Community. It's currently free, and it'll show you how to do it. There's a course on how to get you set up to create your own banks, just like the bankers do, where they print money out of thin air and loan it to you and collect interest on the money that as if it was their money to begin with, and they create more money out of thin air to loan and collect interest on money that they don't have. Okay, that's how rigged it is. Anyways, that's just the way it works. It's in a sense a legalized Ponzi system. Even with our bond markets, where we had generate no income or profit, and we find more money from other bondholders to pay the bondholders, or we print it out of thin air to pay the bondholders, and we provide no value because it's a broken investment. Okay, anyways, talk to you then.